Something strange just happened in the music world. A song tied to an animated movie didn't just go viral, it completely rewrote streaming history in less than a day. And the artist behind it, Taylor Swift. But this isn't just another soundtrack drop, and the real story behind it is way bigger than fans expected. It started with whispers online, a few Easter eggs, a few accidental hints buried in Pixar-related posts. Fans began connecting the dots. Was Taylor Swift secretly involved in Toy Story 5? At first it felt like pure speculation, but then everything changed. Swift officially confirmed it. She had written an original song for Toy Story 5 titled I Knew It, I Knew You, a track inspired by the beloved character Jessie. And almost instantly anticipation exploded across the internet. But what nobody was ready for was what happened next. Within hours of release, streaming platforms started updating their records in real time. Taylor Swift didn't just release a song, she triggered a global streaming storm. Apple Music announced it had become the biggest country single of 2026 and broke all-time records for soundtrack singles based on first-day plays. At the same time, Spotify confirmed it had set a historic record for the most streamed country song in a single day by a female artist. And over on Amazon Music, the numbers were even more shocking, reporting the biggest global first 24-hour debut of any song that year. No slow climb, no gradual hype, just instant domination. But why did this one track hit so hard? Part of it is nostalgia, another part is timing, but the biggest factor might be emotional connection. Swift didn't just write a song for a movie, she wrote it for characters she grew up with. In her own words, she called it a musical departure and a homecoming at the same time. And that hits differently when you realize she's been connected to Toy Story since childhood. Behind the scenes, she also revealed she worked closely with longtime collaborator Jack Antonoff and paid tribute to Pixar legend Randy Newman, the man who shaped the musical identity of the franchise for decades. That combination, legacy meets modern pop power, created something fans instantly latched onto. And that's where things got even more interesting, because suddenly this wasn't just a song anymore. It became a cultural moment. Now with Toy Story 5 set to release on June 19, the hype has reached a completely different level. Fans aren't just waiting for the movie anymore. They're already emotionally attached to its soundtrack before seeing a single scene. And industry insiders are quietly asking the same question: did Taylor Swift just change how animated films launch their soundtracks forever? Whatever the answer is, one thing is already clear. This wasn't just a release. It was a takeover. And if this is how Toy Story 5 begins its rollout, the real story might only just be starting.